Ooh, just says the Cardones are on their way. This is Jeff from A&E saying that the Cardones are on their way. So it's never a good thing when you ask the Cardones to come on your TV show and then you're late to your own TV show. And of course, out of all the lights I could have gotten, I get the most random red light. Isn't that what happens when you're late? It's like the universe wants to punish you. Hey guys, going over to film with Elena and Grant Cardone for Triple Digit Flip, heading over to the house right now. It's 110 degrees, but we're still gonna knock out and finish the episode that they're in. Then we're immediately going to wrap up filming with A&E and then head over to the Keighley offices. We've got a meetup. I'll see you guys over there in about an hour and a half. This is the hardest part about social media right here, is just the time it takes to post one thing. I'm glad it's hard, because then what happens is it's hard for you guys to compete with me because you guys don't take the time. It's gonna be hot. I bet you this camera is gonna overheat in like 2 seconds out here. 111 degrees right now. How cool is it that 3 years ago we were trying to get their attention, couldn't get their attention, but then we went and got a TV show on national television, and now we've got a good friendship with them. You just want to be around people doing stuff, you know? Like, they're so busy creating, they don't have time to criticize. They're so busy inspiring people and doing things, hiring employees. They have hundreds of employees, $6 billion in assets. How do I get around successful people? How do I get around people doing more than me that inspires me and gives me permission to do more myself? Of course, I get on the freeway and it's a dead stop. Amazing. The Cardones are gonna be there at 5:07 and I'm gonna be there at 5:12. So I'm the biggest piece of shit of the day. I think they're probably like prepping them. The Cardones have been there for 5 minutes. I'm gonna get in trouble. Also, I've learned to control my emotions. Normally, like a normal person in this situation would be losing their mind. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm late. And me 15 years ago, I'd be doing the same thing, like stressing out about being late. Okay, here we go. On set with Triple Digit Flip. I can't wait. So we've looked up to Grant for years and years, right? He's just a guy that has worked his guts out, built a personal brand, inspired people. And that sounds hokey, but you know, for people that are listening and paying attention, like, oh, Grant Cardone, inspiration. It's like, dude, we don't do anything on our own. Nobody is inspired on their own. I might be motivated on my own, but I'm not inspired to do specific things until I watch somebody else do it. And so Grant Cardone was a thought leader and an activity leader, somebody that would go create things in our space. And he took being a salesperson, like a car salesperson, and go, how do I, you know, make money in business, but then how do I then deviate that money into real estate? And now he's created a $6 billion portfolio in the matter of 12 years. Insane. 4th of July is like 120 degrees. Today feels like 120, but it's only 110. It's blistering.
We have the bathroom to show, so we do that and then we can have that conversation. Okay. So Rahima, from this point on, last time we were here with Grant and Elena, talking about we got to go big here, and now you guys are seeing this. Like this was the idea to do it. So we can come in here and mention the mantle, bathroom stuff, and then we can come back out and have our conversation about how the market and such. Okay.
Great, so market outside again, inside the bathroom. Okay, got it.
Okay.
So I download this app for traffic and conversions, which is an event I'm speaking at in San Diego in like 2 months. And I look through the app to look at who the speakers are, and I see myself next to Jerry Norton. Okay, Jerry Norton, another legend, somebody I look up to. He's a good, dear friend of mine. I would say he's probably my second best friend behind Jamil. And Jerry says, you know, YouTuber, flipping genius, flipping mastery, right, is like how people deem him. People 2 years ago used to just call me the creative finance king, or the king of creative finance, or the sub 2 guy, or the seller finance guy, or the whatever. It was like very real estate centric. And what happened when we got the TV show is people started introducing me as Pace Morby, host of Triple Digit Flip on A&E. What do we do for countertops?
Why not that?
White?
I can't go blue.
No, it's a green.
I think you go
go
blue. When somebody says I'm inspired by you, what I hear that person showed me what's possible and they gave me permission to go and do the same thing. And what I love about all the content he lays out is that he shows you how to actually do it, and you get to kind of watch his rise, his progression, his failures, his mistakes, his triumphs, all of those types of things.
You're talking about making 100K? You could triple that. I've seen houses around here sell for $1 million.
And just one more for safety.
There's just so much money out there. You just got to be around the right people and hear what they're doing.
Hey, look, there's no doubt the market's changing, but it's like a cruise ship trying to turn. You got time, just not a lot of it. Speed is money.
2 weeks ago, in the midst of all of this, Grant and a whole bunch of our friends that are like the top 20 most influential people in real estate were invited to Grant Cardone's actual office, where we spent 3 days masterminding together. Now, masterminding is like, here's what a mastermind is. It's sharing successful and unsuccessful business practices at a very high level. So one person in the room is like, I'm making $1 million a month and these are my current struggles. And for somebody else not making $1 million a month, which has got a lot of people in that room, they were like, oh, wow, so you're dealing with that at that level. Well, here's what I'm currently dealing with. And the person at that level goes, oh, I dealt with that 3 years ago. Here's how you get past that. And here's how you grow. And those masterminds are worth millions and millions of dollars just getting invited into the room. This was the first mastermind I've ever been invited to that didn't charge money. Every other mastermind charges money. And I would have paid $1 million to be in that room. It was that valuable, absolutely that valuable.
Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you very much. We'll see you over the office.
See you guys in a bit. That's how fast Grant comes in. He's like, all right, let's go.
In and out.
Grant keeps the pace.
That was great.
Yeah, it was. Sweating there. You got it. You got it. Guys, thank you very much.
Ask this guy, what does he think about filming Grant Cardone?
10X, baby.
That's a billionaire
All
right there.
day.
$1 billion.
Beautiful man, just like this guy.
His watch alone's like a $400,000 watch.
Want to keep it or give it back?
Oh, should be a rapper. You're mine?
Yeah.
I mean, if you'll let me sell it.
Will you turn it off?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I get a credit on the show?
I think so. I think if you ask them, they would give you one.
What would I be called? The PA?
Audio. Yeah, just audio.
Audio?
Yeah.
All right. I'm on the audio team.
I'm sorry. Can I grab one line from you?
Okay. You just have one line?
I'm wrong.
Sorry, I'm texting your mom.
Oh, tell her hi.
I am. Okay. One line?
Yep. You don't have to say your name. You just say what's after it.
I think this house is actually going to go pretty quick if we list at $9.99.
Okay, can you do it again with $9.99.9?
Yeah. I think this house is going to go pretty quick if we list it at $9.99.9.
Great.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Done.
That's pretty rare. Katie usually makes me do things 7 times.
That's not even.
I think it's big. I think I need the camera on me a little bit more often because you guys keep her honest.
It's actually not accurate. I've never had you do something 7 times.
How many times? On average. Tell people the truth. How many times do you make me do it?
Thank you.
3.
3 times. See what I'm saying? Apparently I suck. Who's the worst at wildlands?
I can't answer that.
See, it's me. They were great. They literally filmed that whole scene in less than 30 minutes. Usually we're on set for A&E for like an hour, 2 hours for the same exact thing to accomplish the same thing. That was fun. It's the more time you can get around them, the better. I mean,
Was that your original plan to make it a 2-story, or was that Grant's?
it was our original plan, but part of the show was, you know, getting them to get us there because it tells a story, you know. And he definitely, it was his idea. We can't just get there in the show. We can't just go, yeah, we're going to do this, this, and this, because then there's no storyline. So you have to start out by saying, well, we could do this, here's the benefit here, blah, 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 blah. And then we always have to have a struggle, a game that gets played, and then somebody has to be the one that wins that fight. And so in this episode, Grant is the one that won that fight. It's going to be one of the cooler houses we do. Hey, Shelly or whoever, is somebody in charge of these keys? Okay, I'm hands off.
Yep, okay.
Anytime I touch a key, somebody blames me for something.
It's all Pace's fault.
Doing a meetup is always nerve-wracking. You always want to have a good turnout. You know, you have Grant and Elena are coming into town. You want people freaking coming. You really want a good turnout. Jamil and I traveled the country for a really long time doing meetups, and our first meetup we ever did had 5 people there. And now we go do meetups and we speak at events with thousands of people, and crazy how that changes. So you want people to remember coming to your event. You want it to be packed like crazy, like you want people to feel like they're the Beatles. And then you also want your guests, the people that are coming, to feel like they're seeing the Beatles. And so we only had like one day to promote this and get people planned to come out. So we'll see what happens tonight. I hope we have a good turnout. You think I need new teeth? You don't think so?
No.
These 2 teeth are made out of like 80% glue. Like not veneer, glue, like literally composite, like epoxy. When I was 8 years old, my parents didn't have any money. And so the dentist was like, oh, for $100, I'll just put a composite there. And damn, he did a good job, because 31 years later, that composite's still on my teeth. That's crazy. I've even had 2 sets of braces on these composites. Like, you can very visibly see how small my little real teeth are through the x-ray. And then the dentist, whoever does the x-ray, is like, damn! So, thinking about getting those replaced with like real veneers. I think it's just a mental thing of like, if I was riding BMX and my grip was made out of duct tape, and my handle's made out of duct tape, and all somebody did is like go on the non-sticky side of duct tape, and it's like, yeah, it works, it's fine. Wouldn't you be like in your mind going,
Yeah.
it'd be better just to spend a little bit of money. Appreciate you guys. See you, man. Love watching you guys crush it. I think Grant Cardone's coming too.
Oh, is he?
We were just on set with him, and he's driving with her, so we'll see.
How was he in person? Was he wild?
I spent 3 days with him in Miami 2 weeks ago, and it was like, it is the opposite of what you would think.
Really?
You have to understand he's a great marketer.
Outstanding.
Right? Like you guys, you see what happens with personal branding. Like you stay on top of it, you show people what you're doing, and people want to do business with you. So he just learned how to get people's attention at a really early age. And so when you're behind closed doors, you're like, holy crap, this guy's like, he's calm, he's gentle, he's sweet, and very strategic in what he talks about.
We have a special guest in the house, Grant Cardone. Grant, do you want to have 2 minutes? That's all you get, not 5. 2 minutes to just say something, say hello.
You guys want him to say hello?
When somebody sends me a text message and says, hey Pace, can I get 5 minutes of your time? What do you think that really means? We get on a phone call, how long do you think the call went?
An hour.
2 hours. Went 2 hours. That's what happened. I mean, how would you talk through anything in 5 minutes? It's hard.
I don't know what a carduciary is. What'd you call that thing?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. I said, I ain't eating that shit. I can't pronounce it, I ain't gonna eat it. Yeah, hey, good to see you guys here. How many of you in real estate? Great, okay. How many of you got a team around you that you're like, I can depend on my team, I know we're gonna win? Be honest. Okay, how many of you got a team around you, you know you're gonna win, and you know you're gonna win at 10x levels? Okay, because that's what you need. To win, you gotta be around winners, folks. Just can't be around everybody. Can't be around everybody. This world will give you all the choices you want. Most people, unfortunately, don't make the right choices. They just settle for whatever kind of comes across, whatever just shows up in the sewer. That's family, friends. You got to go out on this planet. There's 8 billion people. Find a team that can win. You got to pick. Like this girl wins right here. Okay, she wins. And she wins easier because she win a winner. So I win. Like I'll go through walls, glass, jump off the building to win. Whatever it takes. Why? Because I want my family to win. I want my kids to see a winner. I don't want them to see a father. Anybody can be a father. That's the easy part. The easy part, man. Winning as a father is the hard part, okay? And then winning in a marriage is the hard part. Winning as a female is even harder than winning as a man on this planet. You ladies in the room, man, you got a lot of those. You got probably 30 cards against you right there. You're working with less of a deck than I am, just the way this planet operates, okay? If you got color on your skin, it gets even harder. Brown and black gets tougher. This is just real. You got to get on a winning team, folks. Okay, you got to put all your biases aside, and you got to find out who is going to jump off of buildings, go through walls, and walk on glass. Because success is important. At my house, success is our duty. It is our obligation and our responsibility. It's not an option. It ain't playtime. Okay? It's not like, okay, I can have it or not have it. I demand it. How many of you demand it? Yeah. Find a team that'll support you 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 24/7 through Christmas, Memorial Day, Labor Day, all the days you take off, Saturdays and Sundays. We work 7 days a week, okay? And some of you say, oh, I got to take off God's day. God's day. You ain't done nothing yet. God did everything before you took a day off. Created the heavens, the earth, the rivers, the oceans, the mountains, the butterflies, and then said, I'm going to kick it. Some of you taking off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday ain't done nothing. That's arrogant, man. You acting like a God. You ain't a God yet until you take care of your family. Everybody agree? So get on a winning team.
Welcome to 1/3 of my day. I hope you had a great time. We accomplished a lot, we have a lot of fun, and we get to hang out with cool people. We'll see you in the next one.